Hello guys, it's me again for another episode of Black, Brown, and HBCU Bound. And today I want to start by addressing one of the comments that was a thread that was heavily commented on. It was regarding an uptick of crime at our HBCU campuses and how a lot of the campuses are open campuses. Before we start, I just want to read. I did to prepare for this episode. I did a quick Google search, and this is some information that I found. I'm going to read it to you. Before we begin, it should be noted that after doing a quick Google search, seems that most, if not all, HBCU campuses are considered open campuses, meaning they do not have restricted access and are generally accessible to the public. Although specific security measures may vary between institutions, however, there is no definitive count on exactly how many of the campuses on HBCUs are open or closed. So just please keep that in mind. And some potential factors that could contribute to the perceived increases in crime on HBCU campuses include socioeconomic challenges in surrounding communities, underfunding of police security, campus security, increased awareness of reporting incidents. But it's crucial to consider that crime rates on HBCU campuses are generally not specifically higher than the other college campuses across the country. So we want to get rid of that notion that the crime is more prevalent on HBCU campuses, because that's can't be substantiated with any specific reports. So that's something to keep in mind. But again, this is a HBCU focused podcast, so that is where our concerns lie. And I do want to encourage everyone to be vigilant and keep safety first, because we do send our kids there and students who are there to get an education, but safety is paramount. So just keep your eyes open and be aware. We're going to address some of those things in this clip. So sit back, take some notes, be safe. And I do want to add that in my prior life, I had a life prior to this. Spent 25 years as a law enforcement officer, so I do recognize that there is a need for safety tips. A lot of times we can have a carefree attitude, especially if you are in a space that like a campus, where you can feel a level of comfort and safety just being in a surroundings that are familiar, but it is incumbent upon students as well as the schools to keep these students safe. But students have to take some personal safety measures to keep themselves safe as well. So these are the things that we want to discuss in this episode, and hopefully you'll be able to learn something. Remember, we're here to learn and teach, learn from each other. I would encourage you guys to please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I notice a lot of people are watching the videos, but we need subscribers. We need people to know that our channel exists, that our podcast exists, and that we're here to spread good news you can use. So there you have it. So that's a little bit of homework for you. If you wouldn't mind, doesn't cost you anything. Please just check like, subscribe, even share, and comment down below. I'll meet you down in the comments. If you guys have any differing information that you want to share, anything that you want other people listening to know, or any other tips other than the ones that I'm going to be discussing here, please, I welcome you. I like reading comments. That's what I do. And you make a comment, I'll be interactive and engaging with you guys there. What I will talk about first is, and I do take notes because I don't want to miss anything. This is the topic that a lot of people were antsy about, and I did think that we should address it. And also some of the students who might come from smaller areas who may not feel or may not know some of the things, they may not be used to a new environment where you might find criminal activity is a little bit more prevalent in the area where your school is located. So we want to be able to share some tips with everybody, even the kids that think they know how to keep themselves safe. There are some tips that you need to know. Okay, so what we want to be able to do is practice safety, personal safety measures. Know your surroundings, whether you're walking to class, attending events, try to utilize the buddy system when you can. There's always safety in numbers. You don't want to be alone if you don't have to. I'm the mom of twins, so I believe thoroughly in the buddy system. I believe that there should always be two, and that's just not for young ladies. That's for the young men as well. You have a better chance when you're not by yourself. Even if you just have one other person to be able to tell the story or to get help. So keep that in mind. You want to secure your personal spaces when you're on campus, and that includes locking doors and windows. Always lock your dorm room if you live off campus or right near the campus. You want to be able to secure yourself and your apartment, which contains your things, so that they're there. You want to secure your apartment, your dorm room, your car if you have a car on campus. Try to keep these things safe. Consider that identity theft is real, so you want to secure your personal documents. That includes your social security card, your birth certificate, your passport. Keep these things secure, because those are some of the things that people can get their hands on that could help them start to create an identity, if that is what someone wants to do. Let's face it, I'm not saying that your roommate is all bad or people who you have coming over are bad, but you don't want to take chances. You don't put things out in the open. There's some things that you're going to have to be vigilant about, and that's one of them. Okay, so keep that in mind. Engage in community safety programs. Participate in safety workshops. Many campuses offer self-defense classes, safety workshops. These are things that you might want to engage in, so that you are aware of some of the things that are going on. Join support groups. Create little groups within your student body or your friend group, to talk about things and how you guys can keep safe. Just anything that you can do to make the awareness that safety is a priority. Not saying that you should be overly concerned, but I'm going to use this word vigilant over and over again. It is incumbent upon you guys to stay safe. With the campuses being open, you won't always know who's on your campus. I don't know what they can do about closing some of these campuses, or even restricting some of the traffic that comes in and on, without even knowing who from the community might be wandering or happen upon campus. You have to be safe. You may not always know who's walking around your campus, so be vigilant, be safe. If you are a victim of a crime, don't keep quiet. You need to report it. You need to avail yourself of mental health services. All colleges have them. Seek them out. Seek assistance, and make sure that people are aware and it is on record that these things have happened to you. That is the best way for crime to perpetuate, when people don't report these things. You may be embarrassed. You may feel victimized, but reporting the crime that happens to you, or incidents that happen to you, help prevent them from happening to someone else, or even to you again. So keep that in mind. A lot of times you find that the schools will have crime statistics or information on lockdown safety measures. They may have a record of things that you need to know about, so that you can be aware of these types of things that are happening or trending. You want to, make yourself aware of those. That can also help you know places to avoid, things to avoid. There are other things that don't have anything to do with campus, and that's just the fact that you are a college student. If you're familiar with things that are going on in the entertainment world right now, you're seeing we have a very big example of some of the things that can happen to you when you go to parties. It's long been said that you shouldn't walk away from a drink. This doesn't have anything specifically to do with campus safety, but a lot of times as college students, you're out there experimenting as young adults on your own. You don't have anybody telling you can't go, you shouldn't go. So you're making decisions on how you're going to be socializing, keeping in mind that when you go to these parties, you have to be safe. There are people who might be at the party, upperclassmen, people who are outside of the community of your HBCU who attend these parties. You don't drink drinks or walk away from a drink and come back to it. Ladies, specifically, men too. I believe in safety in numbers. You don't. You come as a team. You leave as a team. We both go to the party. We both leave from the party. If somebody is at a party who came with you, who's had more to drink than they should have, I believe in zero tolerance. So I think if you are going there deal with a designated driver. That designated driver should have agreed to be the one who's not drinking. But if you feel that that person has had a drink and that was your ride there, thank God there's Uber these days. You guys might want to encourage that driver to leave the car and you guys all share an Uber to get back to campus and go pick up that car the next day. But under no circumstances should you get in a car with a person who's been driving. Okay. So there are all types of things that you guys have to understand and incorporate into your realm of things that you do to keep yourself safe, because you are responsible for you. You're a young adult and you have to learn how to navigate your way within this world as safe as possible. You are responsible for your safety. Okay. You don't want to put it on the school. That they do have some responsibility in keeping you safe, but you are your first measure of safety. Keep that in mind. I'm not going to keep you. This was a quick video. Again, I'd like to see some comments in the comment section. If there's any other tips that you guys know of, any other safety measures that I'm not aware of that haven't been mentioned here, please share them. You never know what can help someone. And like I say, always, we're here to bring awareness. So please tell a friend, tell another student who you think might be coming into one of our HBCU schools, and meet us back here for another episode. So for now, I'm going to encourage you to be vigilant. That is the word of the day. Be vigilant. So thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Take care.